What's going on, sports fans? Coming at you with another video. Well, uh, news just dropped that the Chicago Bears have hired the Lions offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, as their next head coach. And this is what I was talking about earlier. How much you want to bet that this deal was done even before the game was played on Saturday? The Chicago Bears are hiring Detroit Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, their long reported top candidate to be their next head coach. CBS NFL insider Jonathan Jones reports. The Lions' Johnson-led attack averaged 29.0 points per game since he became Detroit's OC in 22. In the NFL in that time, the 33.2 points per game they produced in 2024 led the league and was the most in a season in franchise history. At the age of 38, Johnson will now be tasked to elevate the 2024 first overall pick, Caleb Williams, moving forward. Again, this is what I was talking about earlier in my other video. This happened 2 days because we're not going to. They played Saturday night, so it's Monday afternoon. 2 days after their game was over. 2 days. Normally on Monday, after you lose the playoff games, it's out processing interviews, clean out your locker, team meetings, and all of that. But it's like I said, the NFL allows this to happen, and in my opinion, it's hurting the league in playoffs. But kudos to Ben Johnson, right? I mean, he's going to the Chicago Bears. I had read that Mike McCarthy was a top candidate. Now, where is he going to land? Is he going to go to the Jets? Is he going to go to the Saints? I heard that him and the organization down there, they have really strong ties. They're really good friends. So it's nor here nor there. But again, now we're waiting to see where the Lions defensive coordinator goes to. Again, I'm pretty sure this deal was done before the game was even played on Saturday. That's just my opinion. That's how I feel. And I believe that it does affect the game because you're not completely focusing on the task at hand. Because now, if it is true that it was, he knew he was going to get this job before the game, now his thought process is divided. What am I going to do as a head coach? What am I going to do during the game as the offensive coordinator? What am I going to do with Caleb Williams? What am I going to do with Jared Goff? That's why I think that coaching interview should wait till after the Super Bowl. But kudos, Ben Johnson. Let's see what you do with Caleb Williams. Let's see what you do in his sophomore year. See if you can get him to realize he's playing in the NFL and not college football, and you can't run around for 30 seconds in the backfield thinking that you're not going to get sacked. I mean, they've got weapons up there in Chicago. That's what everyone was saying. Oh, you need to get Caleb Williams weapons. No, I don't think so. I think y'all got some good weapons. I mean, yeah, every team could, use more weapons. I'm not going to say that that's not the case, but it's going to be interesting to see what he does. Who's he going to bring in? Who's Ben Johnson going to bring in? Is he going to, pick from other teams? What's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even think this brings it up. Let's see. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. CBS doesn't have any hints on who Ben Johnson's assistant coach will be, who is offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, none of that. So we'll have to wait and see. But again, it's going to be interesting to see what he does up with the Bears, especially since you're staying in the same division as your former team. That's another thing. You're staying in the same division as your former team that you were just the offensive coordinator on. Normally that does not happen. But again, we'll have to wait and see. But I do think that stuff like this is why the NFL needs to change the way coaches are interviewed during the postseason. I really do. Because I think that this really puts into perspective of, was his mind really on that game Saturday night against the Commanders? Or was he more focused on becoming the Bears head coach? What's he going to do with Caleb Williams? And to get off of that aspect, because I can rant about that all day, but what is he going to do with Caleb Williams? He's going in there with a sophomore quarterback who really did not do all that good his rookie year. And before anybody goes like, "Well, no rookie quarterback does good," look what Jaden Daniels is doing over there with the Commanders. So he's got his job cut out for him with Caleb Williams. Is he going to run a play calling? See that's what I want to know. Is Ben Johnson going to run play calling? Is he going to call the plays? That's what I want to know. If he does, then yeah, that really could help Caleb Williams, in my opinion. Look what he did with Jared Goff. So if he handles play calling, that should be a good deal. But I also want to know who's his defensive coordinator is going to be. So hopefully, as the news starts, coming out more and more and more, we'll get that information. But I just wanted to get this video out there stating, that the Chicago Bears have picked their head coach in Ben Johnson. So we'll have to wait and see. But like I said, as more information comes out, I'll let y'all know. I hope you have a good one. I'll catch you later. Peace!